Hello, I had to plug the microphone in. I apologize. Hello, and thank you for stopping by the Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. I am Thomas Metal 75, and this is your Massachusetts Beer Reviews. And recently, I have acquired a few beers in the mail from our good buddy on YouTube and beer community legend, Beer Man. Bam, I don't want to plaster his info on the web if he doesn't want that to be read. You can go find Beer Man. Look at the description below. I put all of this for his Facebook, his Twitter, his Instagram name, and there's a link in the description to go and check out Beer Man. And his slogan is, "It's beer time." Yes, it is Beer Man. It's beer time. Again, he sent me 3 beers with a bunch of candy and the sticker and the business cards. I couldn't thank him enough for that. So the 3 beers he sent, all New England style hazy pale ales and IPA. So let's see what a New Englander thinks of these beers. First one is from Crux Brewing Company. It's their Heart Hands. It's their hazy IPA that comes in at 6.8% from Crux Fermentation Project out of Bend, Oregon. Excellent. That looks cool. And then we got this Reptar. I don't know what you call it. It looks like Reptar from Rugrats. It looks like Donkey Kong. What was that game? It's escaping me. From the arcades back in the day with those Rampage. Yeah. So this is the Fort George 3-Way IPA, 7.2%. And they say on the can somewhere, distributed only in Pacific Northwest. That's awesome. And here is the beer that I'm going to be reviewing today. It is from the Block 15 Brewing Company out of Corvallis, Oregon. It is their Block 15 India Pale Ale, their IPA. And this one comes in, I believe, at 6.5% alcohol by volume. And this 16-ounce can, it says 5/11 for the canning date. They've been brewing beer, artfully brewing and blending independent beer since 2008. Brewer owned and operated, delivered fresh. And the website for their information says they're using Columbus, Apollo Extract, Centennial, Chinook, Simcoe, and Citra hops. Best Ale, 2-row, Cara Malt, Cara Form, Crystal Light for the grains, and it's an American ale yeast. I do not know what the ratings are getting on this beer. I am just kind of going into this blindly to see what I think of the beers. And again, go follow Beer Man. He does cheese tastings on Tuesdays. He's on Malty Monday with our buddy Bumpy Road Brewery. On Wednesdays, he puts a beer brewing recipe together on his channel on Wednesday nights. And then places to go during the week to watch a Beer Man. Yes, we live, Jeremy Vincent. All right, let's check out this beer. Sent from Beer Man. Thank you, Beer Man. All right, let us assess what we have out of the Block 15 IPA. We have a very orangey copper kind of an appearance with some lemony yellow towards the bottom of the glass. This this Spiegelau style glass has a lot of carbonation flowing because of the etching on the bottom of the glass, and you got a nice white head. So to me, it looks more like a West Coast style IPA with a nice 3-finger white head. So I'm getting a lot of citrus, I'm getting a lot of tangerine and a lot of orangey notes to it. I am getting some bready biscuity malt. I'm not sure what the IBUs are but I'm getting almost like a that pine sap resin note to it. It's got a very clean water smell. It just has a little bit of that almost toasty white bread, Pilsner, crackery malt kind of thing going on in the background. Yeah, it smells like and caramel toffee malts. It smells like a really good beer. So without further ado and without wasting any more time, let's drink this Block 15 IPA from Oregon. Thank you, Beer Man. Cheers. Ooh, that reminds me of a good West Coast IPA. For some reason, I thought I was going to be going into this with more of a New England IPA feel. I think the other two beers are going to be New England style, but this one here, the Block 15, is pretty. It's pretty light for what it is, refreshing at 6.5%. It's got about a straight up medium bodied to it. It starts out very orangey and piney. And, well, it starts out very orangey, and then the pine hits you in the back of the throat and the back of the palate. I would say the body sort of dies to almost light to make it really, really refreshing. Again, I'm getting a lot of that orange tropical resinous sort of a feel with mixed in with the pine. Lots of caramel and toffee malts in this one. You got a good amount of like toasty. Maybe it's almost like a brown bread, but it's not quite that dark. It's I'm just going to go with the white bread on that one and those Pilsner crackery malts. There's almost to me like not dissimilar to a like a English style, like a bitter or some IPAs. You can kind of get that fruit or like an apricot kind of or like an orange marmalade, like a jam kind of thing. Kind of has that amount of sweetness to it. Yeah, maybe a little bit of like leather, maybe like a little bit of tobacco, maybe a nice mild English blend pipe tobacco or a medium bodied cigar would be really good with this one. This is reminding me either right out of the summer going into the cooler months, or even this would be a great beer for going in between spring into summer, or just in general when you want a lighter tasting beer but you don't want to give up your alcohol content. 6.5 is really good. Let's see, what would I rate this beer? I think you've got the gist of it. Really well done West Coast kind of style beer. Just really smooth, and I like that texture. That mouthfeel is really like light and creamy. And it's almost a little bit watery, but it works with that kind of creamy texture. It's really good. I got to give that a 94. That is one of the better West Coast style IPAs I've had. It's not overly resiny, and it doesn't have an overabundance of bitter hops in it. So I do appreciate that a lot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to those other beers that Beer Man sent over. Again, this one is called the Block 15 IPA from Corvallis, Oregon. Beer Man, cheers. That was a delicious beer. Coming up, next couple of beer reviews I am going to do are going to be one on his Crux Heart Hands hazy IPA he sent, as well as the Fort George three-way IPA with the Rampage looking characters on the label. Applicable links are below to like and follow and watch the Beer Man channel of YouTube. And until next time, smash that like for me, smash that like for Beer Man. Cheers. Let me try this properly. And until next time, keep tasting those great beers. Cheers. We'll see you soon.